Hi, in this fourth video on investment accounting, we are going to see how to deal with cum interest and ex interest investment purchase. This is a copyrighted video. Copy of this video work, editing and re-editing is an offensive act and legally punishable. We have tried to develop self-explanatory video. Welcome. We have developed short but detailed videos. Wherever it was not possible, we have tried to shorten the length of video to the possible extent by considering quantum of the content. So kindly watch this video completely for better understanding and application. Let us start with some basic things. What is cum interest? It means inclusive of interest. It also means that cum interest price includes cost of investment and interest. So formula to cum interest price is cost of investment plus interest. There is alternative formula to calculate cum interest price practically, that is number of securities purchased multiplied with cum interest price per unit. So if we want to calculate cost of investment, then from cum interest price we have to deduct interest. So the formula becomes cum interest price minus interest. Now let us see what is ex interest. It means excluding interest, that is, it is only the cost of the investment. So cost of investment is equal to ex interest price. Now some important points to be remembered before we start with practical examples. Number one is interest or dividend is always calculated on nominal value or face value of the security. If the securities purchased are government securities, then it is always purchased with ex interest price unless otherwise specified. If we are purchasing non-government securities, they are always purchased with cum interest price unless otherwise specified. On 1st April 2020, Surya Limited has purchased 5,012% debentures of ₹100 each at ₹97 cum interest. Interest is payable on 30th June and 31st December each year. Surya Limited closes its books of accounts on 31st March every year. You are required to calculate cost of investment and accrued or outstanding interest on it. Now first of all, we have to note down the date of interest, that is 30th June and 31st December, to calculate outstanding or accrued interest. So period of interest will be from the last date of declaration of interest up to the date of purchase, that is 3 months in this example. Now we can calculate accrued interest with a formula nominal value of investment purchase multiplied by interest rate divided by 100 multiplied by period of accrued interest divided by 12. As period of accrued interest is in months, so we have to divide by 12. Now let us put the figures in this formula. Nominal value, that is number of debenture purchase multiplied by its face value. The number of debenture purchase 5,000, face value is 100 per unit. So 5,000 multiplied by 100, 5 lakhs, multiplied by rate of interest. Interest rate is 12%. So 12 divided by 100 multiplied by period of accrued interest that we have calculated 3 months. So 3 divided by 12. So the answer of accrued interest is rupees 15,000. Now let us go ahead to calculate cum interest price and cost of investment. So cum interest price of debentures that we have purchased is equal to number of debentures we have purchased multiplied with cum interest price per unit. In the given example, we have 5,000 debentures purchased at the rate of 100, which is a face value, but we purchase at rupees 97 cum interest. So 5,000 multiplied by 97 is equal to 4,85,000. So 4,85,000 is cum interest price of debentures that we have purchased. Now we know the cum interest price, we also know the accrued interest on it. So calculation of cost becomes easy. So cost of investment is equal to cum interest price of investment minus amount of interest accrued. Cum interest price of debentures that we have purchased in this example is rupees 4,85,000. The amount of accrued interest that we have calculated is rupees 15,000. So cost of investment becomes 4,70,000. So we have calculated cum interest price rupees 4,85,000. We have also calculated amount of accrued interest rupees 15,000, and we have also calculated cost of the investment rupees 4,70,000. The nominal value is already given in the problem itself, which is 5,000 multiplied by 100, which is 5 lakh rupees. Now let us go ahead to see the journalization of cum interest purchase price. So journal entry for it is investment account debit, since investment comes in, accrued interest account debit because it is receivable, to cash bank account. Now we will put the figures that we have calculated, like cum interest price rupees 4,85,000, accrued interest rupees 15,000, then cost of the investment rupees 4,70,000, and nominal value or face value of investment rupees 5 lakhs. We'll record in the journal book. We have purchased the investment on 1st of April 2020. So journal entry will be 12% debentures account debit with cost. Here the cost is 4,70,000. Accrued interest account debit with accrued interest rupees 15,000 to bank account. Total amount goes, which is the cum interest price 4,85,000. So being 12% debentures purchased at cum interest price. Now we'll consider another example or illustration on X interest purchase price. On 1st April 2020, Surya Limited has purchased 6,000 12% government bonds of rupees 100 each at rupees 98 X interest. The interest is payable on 30th June and on 31st December. Surya Limited closes its books of accounts on 31st March every year. You are required to calculate accrued interest and cost of the investment. Now, first of all, we have to record the date of interest, that is 30th of June and 31st December. The period of interest is from the last date of declaration of interest up to the date of purchase of an investment, which is 3 months. So accrued interest formula that we know, nominal value of investment multiplied with interest rate divided by 100 multiplied with period of accrued interest divided by 12. So nominal value is, we have purchased 6,000 government bonds and the face value is 100. So 6,000 multiplied by 100 is equal to 6 lakhs multiplied with rate of interest is 12%. So 12 by 100 multiplied with the period of accrued interest is 3 months. So 3 by 12 Therefore, the amount of accrued interest is rupees 18,000. Cost of investment is nothing but the X interest price. Now, how to calculate X interest price? Simple. The total number of securities, that is government bond purchase, multiplied with X interest price, which is 98 in this problem. So number of government bonds multiplied with X interest price per bond. So here the X interest price is rupees 98. So 6,000 multiplied by 98 is equal to rupees 5,88,000. So we have calculated nominal value or face value here, that is 6,000 multiplied by 100, 6 lakhs. We have also calculated cost of the investment, which is nothing but X interest price, 5,88,000, and we have also calculated amount of accrued interest, which is rupees 18,000. Let us see the journal entry for X interest purchase. Since the investment comes in investment account debit with X interest price, there is accrued interest which should be debited with amount of accrued interest. Cash bank goes out, therefore cash bank is credited. But here we have to write X interest price plus amount of accrued interest. So payment includes cost as well as amount of accrued interest. We have earlier calculated amount of accrued interest, which is 18,000. Cost or X interest price rupees 5,88,000. Nominal value or face value of investment that we have purchased rupees 6 lakhs. Now we will write it in a journal book. We have purchased government bonds on 1st April 2020. So government bond comes in 12% government bonds account debit with X interest price. Here the X interest price is 5,88,000. Interest is receivable, therefore accrued interest account debit with amount of interest, which is 18,000, and cash bank goes out, therefore cash bank account credited, so to bank account with the total amount of rupees 6,06,000, which includes cost as well as amount of accrued interest. Narration will be being 12% government bonds purchase at X interest price. Thank you. If you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it and hit the bell icon. Happy learning to you all.